Everyone thought he was weak because he never complained, until one day they realized he was the strongest person among them. In a small town where people measure success by noise, loud opinions, loud victories, loud failure, there lived a man named Ethan Moore. Ethan was invisible, not because people did not see him, but because they never noticed him. Every morning, he opened the town library before sunrise. Every evening, he locked it after sunset. He repaired broken shelves, cleaned dusty corners, and helped children find books they did not know they needed. And through it all, Ethan never complained, not once. The town noticed everything except that. When his salary was delayed for 3 months, he smiled and said, "It will come when it should." When the rope leaked onto his desk during monsoon, soaking his papers, he calmly moved them and continued working. When people mocked him for being too quiet and too simple, he nodded politely and returned to his books. To them, silence meant weakness. Across the street lived Mark Benson, the town's loudest voice. Mark complained about everything: the weather, the government, the roads, his job, his life. He spoke constantly about how unfair the world was to him. "If I had better luck," Mark said one evening at the tea store, "I would be far ahead of everyone here." People listened to Mark because he sounded confident. He blamed the world so convincingly that even he believed it. Ethan sat quietly nearby, sipping his tea. Mark once asked him, laughing, "Don't you ever get angry, Ethan? Or are you just afraid to speak?" Ethan smiled gently. "I speak," he said, "just not loudly." Mark laughed. Others laughed with him. Silence lost again. One winter night, a violent storm hit the town. Electricity failed. Roads flooded. Panic spread faster than rainwater. The next morning, the town gathered in chaos. The school records were damaged. The municipal files were lost. Children cried because their exam forms were destroyed. People argued. Accusations flew. Mark shouted the loudest, "This is incompetence. This town is cursed. Nothing ever works here." And then someone said, "What about the old records? The town history? The land documents?" A horrifying silence followed. Those records were stored in the library basement. Everyone rushed there. When they reached the library, they were shocked. The basement was dry. The documents were safe, wrapped carefully, raised above ground, protected. "How?" someone whispered. That's when they saw Ethan, exhausted, pale, sitting on the stair. He had spent the entire stormy night awake. Weeks early, he had noticed cracks in the basement wall. He had requested repairs. No one responded, so he prepared quickly. He moved records higher, covered shelves, built temporary barriers using old furniture. Alone, without complaint, without applause, Mark stared at him. "You knew this could happen," Ethan nodded. "Why didn't you tell us loudly?" Mark asked. Ethan looked at the crowd. "I did," he said softly, "just not in a way people listen to." The town realized something uncomfortable. While they were busy complaining, Ethan was preparing. While they were shouting, he was acting. While they blamed circumstances, he took responsibility. Mark felt something tighten inside his chest. For the first time, his voice failed him. That night, The town honored Ethan publicly. They offered him awards, a promotion, apology. Ethan accepted none of it loudly. He only said one sentence. Complaining makes noise. Responsibility makes change. Mark changed after that day. He still spoke, but less. He still had problems, but fewer excuses. And Ethan, he returned to his library. He still quiet, still steady, still strong. Because true strength doesn't shout to be heard. It shows up when needed. People who complain talk about problems. People who act become solution.